Good morning, everybody. My name is Taylor Johnson. Um, okay, so here goes my verbal version of my essay, I guess. Okay, so imagine you're standing in a massive library, thousands of books surround you, but in the center there is one book nearly every other author in the room has peeked into for inspiration. That book is the Holy Bible, okay? Um, Wonderful, wonderful thing to have. Um, Whether you consider yourself a person of faith or an atheist or somewhat between, there is an undeniable reality. The Bible is the most influential text in human history. But today, I'm not all here to tell you about what I believe. I'm here to persuade you that reading the Bible is an essential act of intellectual and personal growth. Okay, so first, let's talk about the cultural literacy. Have you ever heard someone describe a prod, prodigal son and good Samaritan or forbidden fruit? These aren't just clinches. Okay, they are references to the Bible's narratives. According to the literacy scholar Leland Ryken, Western literatures is so saturated with biblical imagery that if you don't know the Bible, you are effectively reading in the dark. To understand the depth of the authors like Milton, Emily Dixon, or even modern filmmakers, you need to have the key that the Bible provides. Okay, so Bible stories. Let's look at our legal and moral foundations, our modern understanding of justice. Okay, that every individual has inherited worth didn't appear out of thin air. Historian Alan Hertzke, I have no idea how to say that. Whenever I don't understand, I usually just make up a name. But okay, so notes that the biblical concept of imago Dei, or being made in the image of God. This bedrock upon which the modern human rights movements were built. When we read the Bible, we are investigating to the roots of our own liberties. Final consideration, the personal impact. We live in an age of self help books, yet the Bible contains wisdom literature that has survived thousands of years. Donald Harold Koenig has documented how the poetic struggles found the Psalms provide a psychological language for grief and resilience that modern medicine often struggles to replicate its mirror for the soul. I realized for some of this book feels intimidating or strictly religious, but in challenges to approach it as a historian, a seeker, or a student of life. And by the way, it's way more than just a book. It is God's word, way more valuable than any book that you could possibly ever encounter or read. Just my personal opinion. This week, don't just let the book sit on a shelf gathering dust. Pick it up. Read the book. Oh yeah, Proverbs. I listen to it every morning. Uh, I listen to it all throughout my day. Whenever I can't just sit down and read it, there are plenty of ways to get the Proverbs in. It is practically it's Solomon's wisdom. Solomon wrote himself. It is beautiful. It is so amazing, and it is so helpful in life. What you take in is what you'll let out. Okay. Also, the Gospel of Luke, for its narrative beauty, you you owe it to your own education to engage with the text that has shaped our world more than any other. Guys, um, just take it into consideration, okay? Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day.